So it's episode 100 of Tower Unite, and I had plans of doing like a big edited video for Tower, but I kind of figured, that's never really been my style. So one big thing with this game, right, and this is something I really want to do this video, is kind of update my first video. My first video for the Tower series was kind of like an overview of what Tower Unite is, and honestly, I'm not very happy with that video right now because it's out of date, and B, I feel like I could have went way more in depth and covered so much more. And so many things have been added to this game. So I really want to take this video, just kind of like go over like what I think about Tower Unite, and really just kind of like introduce new players to the game. Maybe point them towards this video, like if they're ever curious, like, hey, what is Tower Unite? I want this video to be like a good representation of like what this game is. At least as of this very moment that we're speaking. So let's just kind of hop right into it. All unedited. I'm just gonna try and unedited. I can words. We're just gonna try and cover, like everything that Tower Unite kind of is and like what I think of it. I might not be able to show everything in the game just because, you're kind of reliant on like what games people are playing here. But I'm going to do my best. So what is Tower Unite? Tower Unite quite literally is a game of everything. If you've ever wanted, the Plaza sums it up perfectly. Arcade, casino, laser tag, bowling alley, theaters, trivia, typing derby, stores, minigames, attractions. Along with custom condos and full game worlds. Basically, Tower Unite is a bunch of big games and small games. Maybe sort of like life simulation elements. And a mixture of like The Sims kind of thrown in. And like Second Life and VR chat. Tower Unite is just like this big hodgepodge of a ton of games. And it's so difficult to kind of like explain like what all Tower is like without showing it, which is why we're recording this. So first things first, let's just kind of like go over the base menu, some of the base things you're going to see when you first launch Tower Unite. When you first launch Tower, you're gonna have your news. Your news pretty much just features all the recent updates. This is the new one. A hotfix just went up for a co-op condo update, which we'll go into pretty soon. So yeah, like you can just kind of come here and be like, hey, here is all the stuff that has happened. And there's also a Trello. So now if I bring up my monitor capture here, let me just do that really quick. Why not? You can see that Pixeltail, the developers of this game, kind of cover what they are currently working on in the game. So right now we have a Plaza update coming out. It's ready. It's like a lot of art passes, it looks like, and Halloween 2020 updates getting ready. And then coming up soon, we're going to have Accelerate Beta. We'll go into Accelerate later. A new store that's been kind of like in the works for years now. You can see like what's in active development. You can see like their history of patches, like what's gone. Basically, it's all broken down to see like what the developers are working on. So if you're ever curious like what this game has going into it, or like how much this game's actually been updated, like how committed is Pixeltail? All you gotta really do, I'm just scrolling down like the finished patches they've done. And like, I haven't even gone back to May yet. Warp Zone Arcade. This launched like late April, I want to say. Late April, early May. And that's how many patches I had to scroll through. Pixeltail moves it. Like, they are constantly releasing stuff and updating this game. And like, it really, really shows. So like, that's the first thing I really want to show here is like, hey, this is an early access game, but the developers are very, very committed to it. Like, I really trust these developers. I don't really back early access projects much. I've been playing this for years, and I love it. So, on the main menu, we got Plaza, Condo, Game Worlds, Appearance, Collection Book, Workshop Editor. I'm not going to really show Workshop Editor. I'm not qualified to talk about the Workshop Editor, honestly. I've never used it. So, one thing with this game, right, is you can use Workshop models for your own custom character. So, I'm using a penguin, but you can, like, have, like, a generic human avatar. And what you can do in here, once it, like, actually wants to load up, all that stuff, here we go. You can, like, put on, like, custom hats and glasses and, like, all this other stuff. Now, mind you, a lot of this looks a little bit off on the video right now because I'm using a workshop model, which is not the proper size for, like, what this menu's designed for. But I assure you, if you use, like, the basic model, this looks fine. But, like, you can kind of, like, select, like, I want a duck tube on. So I put a duck tube on. And, like, this is going to be the avatar that represents me in the game. So we got appearance there. Just kind of adjust that. Oh, actually, there's more than that, too. Because you can also adjust stuff like bowling balls and like mini golf stuff. And this is all gonna... A lot of this hasn't been launched yet. This is gonna be coming, I would probably say with the upgrade store coming out. Maybe. Most likely. I think so, at least. There's going to be a store coming out. I'll go into that later as well. There's so much stuff to cover in this game. You're going to hear me say that a lot. But pretty soon, you're going to be able to customize for a lot more than just your current avatar. So that's that. If you're an achievement junkie, my god, does this game have achievements. And they're all neatly broken down by what area of the game you can go in. And, like, we're talking, like, there's... How many achievements are there now? 448? Now, mind you, there's a few broken. I think it's like 5 or 10 that don't unlock right now. But, like, you have achievements if you're an achievement junkie. And literally every aspect of this game that tests your skill in nearly everything. So if you love achievements, they're, you know, it's great. And even if you don't like achievements, doing them kind of, like, gives you a benefit, right? So if you look at the achievement list, you'll see that it kind of says, get 70 WPM or more for this typing derby achievement here. And in the top right corner, there's a 10,000 bonus. There's an in-game currency system. There is no microtransactions in this game. And by doing achievements, you can get more currency. By playing modes, too, you kind of hit milestones and you get unlockable items. There's badges you can get that just kind of, like, notate, like, how much XP you've got in every mode. You have, like, full stats in, like, everything that you play. Some stats are way more detailed than others. Way more detailed than others. And, like, that's probably, like, there's just, like, so much info you get as a player in this game. There's full leaderboards. Like, I now know I'm number 2,702 in the world for top total kills with Survivor and Virus. What's Virus? You're probably gonna find out soon. You can see, like, how many fish you've caught, because, of course, there's fishing in this game. And it's not just fish. You can get other marine life. There's, you can actually adopt animals. There's things called sea dollars, which I will also show later, to kind of get that. I've got none of them yet. There's treasures you can catch in the sea, and trash. And then there's also stuff for the arcade, but these buttons currently do not work, but we'll go into that later as well. It's already been 7 minutes. I have not even hopped into the game yet. So I feel like the first thing we should do really is hop into the plaza, because this is where you're going to be spending a large chunk of your time. You're going to get a server list. For those wondering what the servers are, we got US East, West, France, London, Tokyo, Singapore, Sydney, and some unofficial servers as well. Unofficial ones don't include certain aspects of the game, so you're going to want to stick to the official. I'm going to go into a empty server, because when there's a lot of people talking, the chat box gets, like, all spammy. So we're going to go, like, into an empty server. But this game, like, if you want to, like, make some friends or talk to some people, like, there's usually people talking in, like, the more busy servers. And, like, this game's, like, part chat room at times, too. Alright. So, this is the plaza. You spawn in at the bottom of the subway here. See? Nice and fancy. What significance does this have? None, really. You kind of get your server rules. You get the event calendars. So you look at this, you know, like, okay, December, January, there's a winter event. We kind of got, like, spring and summer going, nothing crazy here. And then we may have, like, a Halloween or a fall event. This doesn't necessarily mean events, per se. But, like, the plaza itself, like, has its own kind of seasons going. And, like, its own look, depending on what season it is. Now that we're in October, it's going to start looking a little bit more fall-y soon. And then it's going to start snowing and all that good stuff. But then we also do have seasonal events. Right now, there's a summer event going. The summer event doesn't really have much. It just has random visits by character models that I will also hopefully show this video. And those character models are going to give you, like, little prizes and stuff. But yeah, here is the plaza. We are in the main building now, and we are going out into, well, out into the great unknown. And here we go. So the plaza is a hodgepodge of different games you can play, different areas you can visit, places to hang out with friends, and places to shop. Let's start with the shops first. We're going to go into, like, what all these items are for soon enough, but the shops are these beautifully just designed, super just comfy areas where you can buy items and look at things. There's just a lot of, like, nice detail in this game. But you go to the shops. This is the toy shop, so this is like basketballs, beach balls. You can get pets here. Get a boxing ring if you want. Like little, like, Lego looking kind of like furniture. Oh, RC vehicles as well. Oh, hopefully you remember to go into that. I may go into things in this video. I may forget. We're doing this, like, all off the cuff for like an hour. So yeah, you can kind of get, like, toys there. So that's nifty. toys, RC vehicles, pets. There's songbirds. Songbirds is a bunch of instruments and, like, just kind of musical kind of thing. So it's not just instruments. You kind of get, like, decorative pieces. And you can also get, like, fully playable instruments, if you wish. In fact, you can test out 2 of them here. We got the drums, which you can fully play, and the piano, where I almost can play, like, Forget About Dry, or, like, Still Dry. But I forget how to play it. But I got the first chord down. So yeah, you can buy instruments here. This is going to be the upgrade store. You can't do anything with this yet, but when I showed earlier, in the appearance menu, let me just bring it up again. Why not? Here. Where you can buy, like, different item stuff, it's going to apply to these menus here. Or should be applying to these here. To my knowledge. So the store has been in the works for a couple of years and looks like it's actually getting really, really close to being ready. So that is super, super nifty. Let us go this way. To the other set of stores. There are a lot of stores here. I hope you'll like shopping. You'll be doing it a lot at first. And I will, again, explain what this is for if you're new to this game pretty soon. This is DIY. This allows you to kind of, like, mainly buy items that you can customize completely with images. So Canvas lets you put a URL into a certain item, which I will explain yet again later, to make these just beautiful little bits and pieces of things. And you also get workshop items, where people can upload their own custom items to the Steam Workshop, and you can go ahead and use it. You get Central Circuit. This is electronics. A lot of it's decorative, but there are things called media players as well. Let me just kind of show you what we got here. Fancy, eh? And you also got media players. And now media players allow you to, like, put on SoundCloud and YouTube with other people on these devices. So you're going to be able to watch stuff with other people. You got Rob Imports. And when people ever ask me, like, hey, I'm going to start playing Tower Unite, what should I do first? I always say, once you get 5,000, come to Rob's Imports, buy yourself a jetpack. It's very cheap. Incredibly cheap. Like, 3,000 takes nothing to get. Even 2,000, or you go for the fancy 5,000 one, it doesn't matter. They're all really cheap. They're very beneficial to you in the game, and I'll show that in just a second, actually. And you can just get, like, a bunch of, like, little random knickknacks at Rob's Imports and some, like, just really cool stuff. Rob's Imports is, like, a really fun store. You never know, like, what you're gonna find. What does the jetpack do? It bugged out. That's what it did. Now I'm showing a menu I was going to show later. But you can jetpack around. And it makes traversing areas a lot better. Here's Sweet Furnishings. Sweet Furnishings, as you could probably guess. Lo and behold. Super advanced stuff, also known as furniture. Buy furniture here if you wish. See how that works? Then we got Horizon Condos. Horizon Condos is where you buy condos to put all the stuff I just showed into. So you can just pick new condos, buy new areas to kind of chill out in, and that is Horizon Condos. We'll be looking at that way later. Like, way later. But just know, there is an element of The Sims in this game where you can buy your own properties, make your own properties, put your own stuff in properties, and allow people over. So that's what all these items are for. To decorate your own condo, and some of them, like, allow you to kind of put stuff, like, on yourself in a hotbar. So, like, I have, like, a bubble gun, so I can shoot bubbles. Or I have, like, an RC plane, so if I really want to, I can fly an RC plane around. Even go in first person, fly around. It's delightful. And you get, like, a lot of these things just from playing other games in Tower Unite. Buying them, winning them at the casino, hitting certain milestones. It's just, that's kind of like what you got. You got a nice little hotbar there, full of stuff. And I also missed a store, which was on the other side, but it's okay, because I gotta go to 2 more stores anyways. Technically, actually, I have like 4 more to show off. Like I said, I'm going very thorough here, so like if you are a veteran Tower Unite player, you're gonna get nothing out of this video. This is my way of trying to introduce other people to Tower, in the best way I can. But yeah, we got a nature store. Guess what? You buy plants and stuff here. Ain't that fancy. Got a cute little bird with a top hat here, too. It's delightful. Now, there is a store down here called Oasis. Oasis is, like, one I feel like a lot of people kind of miss and don't see, and I don't blame them. But recently, in the last few updates, Pixeltail made it a lot more apparent that this is actually a store where you can buy, like, a bunch of beach sort of stuff. So that is lovely, and there are more stores to look at over on the boardwalk down there by the Ferris wheel. But there are time-sensitive events in this game, so we are actually going to check one of those out really quick for about 1 minute. We have one coming up called Target Practice. Now, this is the minigame panel. When you kick off in the plaza and you come up from the subway, those are the stairs from the subway. Directly behind you is this minigame panel. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, it's not there anymore. Big surprise. We'll go into that in a second, but random events can kind of pop up. They give you a timer when they're going to pop up. They're going to tell you what's about to pop up, and you just kind of come, earn money here. There's random events. You can play with other people that want to show up. And you can just do some target practice and things like that. I was already going to walk away from this. Yeah, let's walk away. But I was on a little bit of a roll there. You can earn money. There's a leaderboard after every single match. If you're in a full server, you'll usually have like 5 or 6, maybe 10 people in there just shooting around and whatnot. But as I want to point out, in the bottom left, there is your currency, what area of the map you're in, and then what the next event is. So we had target practice, that popped up. In 7 minutes, we're going to have a summer character visit, which kind of ties into the summer event going on right now. So we'll probably look at that in 7 minutes, because I'm going to be in here for like 20 minutes at least. Now, there's like little like pointless things here. Like, it's not just like shops and all that. If you want to just like do like pointless leisurely things, you can kind of like, let's say, go up to the water slide. Pick a slide, slide on down. Have fun, you know? Wear your little duck raft. Enjoy the ride. Is there any purpose to this? No. But you know, if you're hanging out with friends, like this is just like a nice little like fun chill animation to go through. You end up in the pool. The paper gets wet, but it stays together. And yeah, you just kind of like chill out. It's actually wonderful. Target practice still going, eh? Let's shoot a few targets, get a few more dollars, huh? You got like a minute? Whoops. Next time I break my combo, we'll leave. I broke my combo. But yeah, there's a bunch of different minigames. There's target practice. There's one where you gotta catch fruit. One where you gotta shoot balloons. There's one that sends you into an arena with chainsaws, and you gotta chainsaw people. During the winter, there's one called Snowball Fight, which is like Quake with snowball launchers. It's just like one-hit kill snowball launchers. Super fun. There's a dog fighting one where you gotta use like toy planes to shoot each other. A lot of different minigames that could pop up, some of which are just strictly seasonal. So there is that. When you're up in the main building as well, you're going to notice Tower Condos in Project 12. You can jetpack up here, or you can use the elevator. And this is like a little bar. You can hang out with friends in the bar. Buy some beers and stuff. You can actually get drunk in this game. Get a little bit tipsy. Take note of this hold and press and hold Q to open the media queue. That's going to come up pretty soon with me. You're going to see that in a lot of different areas. And that's going to be your YouTube players. So we'll do that in a little bit. In a quick second. And here's condos. This area right now is a little bit pointless to me. I have never really found a reason to come up here. But like you can like go into your condo from here, I guess. But I think most people really do that through the main menu. But you know, it's a nice little decoration. And when you have your jetpack, there's also a secret room that is up here. Now, I'm ruining the secret, I realize this, but there's a little vent up here. And you can just enter that. And we got the hidden developer room. Nothing in here really works. You can't really put media on. But it's just meant to be kind of like a little, like, look at the concept art. Like, this is from, I want to say, Planet Panic, which has been down for a while. We got, like, a little Crusaders artwork over here. I know, like, these words mean nothing yet, but you know what? When you watch this video in full and you rewatch it for some reason, which you probably won't, but in the event that you do, you'll be like, oh yeah, cool. What's like a little office up here? Also an easy achievement for you to get. Alright, now we're really ready to almost go into the stuff people really care about in the plaza. But before we do that, let's check out a few more shops. Oh wait, did they update the... Okay, this is new to me. I don't recall the bumper cars ever being lit up like this and looking like this. When did they do this? That looks really nice. You can buy, like, food here. All your great stuff, like skulls, TV dinners, water bottles, pepper, melons. All your good classic foods, you know? And yet again, very nicely detailed. Very nice looking. We got Frank's hot dogs here. You want to have a soda, hot dog, or a beer? You can buy it. Get drunk, eat a hot dog. There is celebrations, which ties into events and stuff. During Halloween and Christmas, you get special items and special coins you can earn by playing the game. And if you have like any left over, you can kind of come here and buy some like nice holiday items. Like I still have 10 ghoul coins, so if I really wanted to, I could buy like a Halloween update or a Halloween item from like last year if I wanted to. It's, you know, fully in my power. I have 10 whole ghoul coins. And then you also have like your basic currency stuff where you can buy fireworks and other kind of things for your basic currency called units, which you kind of earn by doing anything and everything in this game. So yeah. Wait, this is like for like Halloween 2017, 2018, 2019. Yeah, they really cover like every event here if you have stuff left over. But yeah, I believe... Oh, no, there's one more store. No, there's two more. Oh god, I forgot like how many stores are in this place. You got this one that's going to tie into fishing, where you can buy your fishing rod and bait. And aquariums. And then we're just going to fly over to this. We're gonna go the quick route. At the top of the lighthouse here, there's a door on the bottom you can go through. But if you have a jetpack and you want to be a cheater, you can also talk to the Stray, where you can buy things called cat sacks, which are like random like loot boxes. You can put them down in your condo, you can open them up, you'll get a prize, and potions that affect how big you are. Now you're probably wondering, like, well, how dramatically different can your size be in this game? Well, let me tell you. Let's go to our potions. This is normal. Let's be tiny. I said let's be tiny. There we go. Now we really small. How about we be large? Now we ginormous. Let's be normal again. Perfect. So yeah, you can kind of adjust your height and stuff with potions you can buy. And $C to adopt pets. Like a tortoise, or a large seal, or a giant tortoise. Now, what are $C? $C are things you get, at times, when you go fishing. There are designated spots around the map where you can go fishing. We have an area here. That's, you kind of like tell, like, with the highlighted, like, that lighter blue line. You can kind of fish anywhere in between there. Not so much here. Like in that area. You can fish in this area over here. There's a little blue circle notating where you can do that. There is a dock behind this globe here that you can fish in. And you can also fish in this little pond here. Let's fish here. So, fishing, you can catch fish, you can sell fish, have them for your condo, you can catch treasures, anything like that. All you really need is bait. We're going to use a thing called, we're just going to use a lure, which is unlimited uses, and you just don't get really good fish out of it. But, like, this is demonstration, but you can buy, like, really good bait to have a higher chance of getting good fish. So, fishing, all you do, you throw your bait in. You get the attention of a lovely fish. Some will have question marks, some will look wireframey, and that just kind of notates like what kind of fish you may be getting, if there might be like some good loot in it. This is just going to be a basic fish. You wait for it to bite, which it should do on the next one. It's going to be the number 5. No, this one's very unsure. There we go. You click when it bites, and all you got to do is move your mouse to keep the white line over the fish. It looks easy. It's really tricky at first. And there we go. We caught a rainbow, whatever that is. I'm going to keep it. I don't want to sell it. I want to keep my fish. They smell like rot in my pocket. So there you go. That's fishing. You just go to like any area and you just kind of fish and get some good loot. Here's the Poseidon roller coaster. Normally I'd wait for it to arrive, but we're just going to hop onto it mid-ride. Now what's the point of the Poseidon roller coaster? There is no point. You just ride a roller coaster. Why not? Because really in Tower, there really is no point to anything. It's just, you know, make your own fun. Have fun. There are definitely objectives and things, but you know what? Some things are super interactive, other things are not. And part of the fun is just kind of like doing things like this and chilling out. But I'm gonna break the law and I'm gonna leave the good old roller coaster and go visit the hidden cave here. With a nice little stuffed animal. Why? Why not? That's Tower for you. That's Poseidon roller coaster. If you really want it to be like super RP heavy, you can kind of come up, you can line up, queue up, wait for it. Whatever you want to do. There's also a Ferris wheel here that you can definitely ride and go up to the top of the map in. Again, it's static. You just kind of sit in there, you do the ride. Now that I covered all that, we can cover like more of the social aspects and the games in the plaza. Here is game number 1. This is Typing Derby. So you're going to sit down at Typing Derby. This is going to be like a typing test, right? It's going to give about 30 seconds. It's going to announce to the server, like, hey, someone's trying to play Typing Derby, so if anyone else is in the server, which there's really no one in the server with me right now, because I went to an empty one, they'll have a chance to join this so we can have like a nice competitive Typing Derby match. And this really is just like Type Racer or like any other typing test you may have played. And you also get currency for this. Like every game in this gives you currency. With the exception of arcade games. But, yeah, all you gotta do is type around and be good. I get really quiet during this because I kind of like focus. Typing is a serious thing to me because you got to type good, you know. Remember back in high school where they really wanted you to like take keyboarding classes to like type as fast as you can and like learn how to use a keyboard. And I remember being way above their requirements for like what they wanted. But even though I was there, I did not do home row, which is ASDF JKL semicolon. And because of that, my typing was not good enough. Even though it was like, I think like a freshman in high school, I think I was like 85 like WPM. Although typing derby is kind of tough. I'm like 77 there. It's a little bit weird, but you know, it's functional. But yeah, back in high school, they're like, no, you gotta do home row. And admittedly, my words per minute did get a little bit better after learning, but it was a pointless learn. But hey, now I can do it. Oh yeah, and if there are events going on, like the minigames, and random areas of the plaza, there's one here, there's one there, there's one like on the other side down there in the background. You can just kind of go into it, and it'll teleport you right to the minigame action, so you don't have to like run all the way there. If you really don't want to, there's like little quick teleports, and that's balloon shoot. That one's very similar to target practice. But there's also like other ways to kind of quick travel, right? Because you can just like click on map, and you can be like, you know what? I want to go to like, I don't know. Let's go back to the boardwalk. We were just there. You can just quick travel. Just click and go wherever you want. So that's the thing. Oh yeah, and let's also do this. There's an emote menu. So like, I think by default it's C, but you can also hold. For me it's all, but I think default's C now. You can like be like, I want to dance, and you can do an emote and dance. Or you can choose like any of the workshop models up. There are literally thousands of like workshop models you can be. And you can just kind of go into the menu and be like, I want to be this character. If I want to be SpongeBob, I could be SpongeBob. You know, I could be Cubone, I could be Spider-Man, I could be the AVGN. How good it looks, who knows? I'm pretty obsessed with a penguin, so I'm not going to change. But you can like filter it, like I want to be like a video game character. And like, look, you got like all your video game characters and stuff kind of popping out. Or you could be like Initial D. Do we have like anything for Initial D here? Didn't really find anything. So how about we try something like a little bit more recognizable, like Steins Gate. Here we go. Karisu. Like you got a model for that. If you really want to use it. Alright, here's the theater. This is going to tie into the media players. I just kind of felt like showing it off in the theater. But there are 2 movie theaters. Either one. And it's just public for everyone in the server. If everyone, like whoever's first in line's first in line. If you hold Q, you get like a media function if you highlight the screen. And you can pick from SoundCloud or YouTube. If you press YouTube, your Steam overlay is going to come up. And you can be able to put up like any video like you want to really put up on YouTube. What should we put up here? What's not going to get me like struck down by the YouTube gods? I know. This won't. I hope. But you know, you can just kind of put YouTube on. You can just kind of watch it together. You can adjust the volume. And it's lovely. Like, we can watch the You're Correct tours, and like, you can have everyone in the theater watch with you. And you can do this like with all the media player stuff I showed earlier from Central Circuit, and in Project 12, and in other areas of the game. Like, you just watch stuff together. But the theater is like the most common, you're gonna watch stuff together sort of area of the game. At least in the Plaza. And coming soon, there's gonna be private theaters, so like you can rent your own little movie theater in the Plaza, if you so choose. Alright. Let's go to the trivia now. There's trivia and arcade, they're both connected. We're gonna go in for trivia, then go into the arcade. Trivia is multiple choice questions. You earn you earn currency from everything besides the arcade, which we'll be checking out very, very shortly from now. But trivia, no, I sit in seat 6. This is my lucky seat. It's just multiple choice questions. We'll do like one quick question. But same thing as before, you gotta wait 30 seconds in case anyone else in the server, aka the only other person here, wants to play. You sit down, you queue up, and we can just kind of trivia around. Let us wait. One question, I got this, I know it. In which city is the Big Nickel located in Canada? That is quite obviously Victoria. Like I said, Ontario. But it's 10 questions, it's just trivia. And you can have up to 6 players playing. And there's also leaderboards. Like, outside of every game, there's leaderboards. Here's top total score. I'll never have a chance of ever getting on that. And here is the arcade. The arcade is great, but it features, like, the only games you're not going to be able to profit off of. So you come in, you can buy yourself tokens. Like a real arcade. You just spend money, get tokens. And you have stuff. You have, like, a crane machine here that you can use. We got the mine tester. It's gonna tell me how smart I am. I am immensely knowledgeable. Goddamn right I am. I've played so much of this game. But you got like all your typical kind of like arcadey stuff. Like you got skee ball. You pick up a ball, you can charge it up, throw it. Bam, you get some points. You got wheelie rigged, where you gotta try and line up coins to kind of go in these areas. Which is lovely. And every single arcade game has weekly high scores. These actually reset every week, and when you finish up a game, you get tickets. And you can use the tickets on the prize counter. So you spend money in the arcade, you get tickets in return for playing arcade games, and then you can get ticket prizes, of which there are a ton of. I've been saving up tickets, but the things I want are really expensive. Now you're probably like wondering, what's expensive? Have you ever wanted to drive a tricycle as a penguin? I said, if you ever want to drive a tricycle as a penguin. Well, thanks to the power of the arcade, you totally can. Now, the arcade's not fully finished yet, at least as of this recording, which is October 2020. So there's some games you cannot do yet, but a lot of this is already filled out. And it's like little hangout spots, see? Want to hang out? You can hang out. Eat some pizza. Here's the ice cave. You pick up balls and you gotta try and hit like all the squares. If you get all the squares, all the hexagons, octagons, I can't count sides right now, you get a bonus round to earn even more tickets. I always found this one to be pretty fun, but a little bit tricky. I'm running out of time, so I gotta kind of like rush it now. This is actually a pretty good run, so I'm kind of trying. Out of time. Whatever. There you go. And you get tickets for that. This is bird feeders. You take a ball. You throw the ball. You get a lot of points if you land it inside the bird's helmet. But you gotta watch out, because the birds close the basket on you and prevent you from getting it. But that's how that one works. This is Simon Says. It's just Simon Says. It says blue. You press blue. Then it goes blue-green. So you hit blue-green. And then it goes blue-green-blue. But you have short-term memory. You press yellow and you fail. That is Simon Says. There's Avalanche. As you can probably... These are very obvious. You gotta, like, you know, charge with the ball. Knock down the cats. Get as high of a score as you can. Here's the offering. You pick up balls, and you gotta try and sink them in the cups. Each colored cup has a different value. This one's really tough, and I actually had to cheese this one to, like, actually do it well. I had to, like, look up strategies and stuff, and it's a little bit silly. I don't like the offering, but it's here. Here's Ring God. You pick up multiple rings if you want, and you can toss them multiple. Here's Dizzy. It's one of those you gotta stop the light in the direct center for the jackpot. I almost got it. And at times, like, it'll start going clockwise, and it'll go counterclockwise. So you gotta, like, really pay attention. Here's Super Shooters. It's the basketball. You know exactly what these arcade games are the second you look at them. That's part of the fun of the arcade. Like, you know exactly what you're in for. And, like, honestly, like, I've probably put, like, I don't know, like 13 hours in the arcade, 14 hours worth of my time. Maybe more in the arcade now. Probably more, actually. I'm very bad at Super Hoops, though. There we go. But, you know, it's just really well-designed stuff. Whack-a-mole. You gotta hit the moles, but if you hit the cat, you lose. That's cool. Here's the only co-op game so far. It's called Bug Bites. It's basically Whack-a-mole, except there's two hammers. Blue makes you lose. Red equals good. And you can compete with one other person if they come on the machine with you for the best score. So that's that. And that's just the first floor. And the first floor is not even, like, fully completed yet. There's going to be more stuff coming here. Let's be a normal person. Let's be a civilized person. Use the stairs, actually. Here is floor 2. That actually goes up to floor... You know, floor 3 is pointless. Floor 3 has really nothing in it. There's going to be arcade machines coming in soon, but you can't really do it. You got one of the claw games. You have a TV up here that you can watch stuff on. There's vending machines where you can buy, like, cosmetics, sodas, and stuff. Nothing you really could do on floor 3 yet. And none of this is available yet. This is also coming in the next phase of the arcade. So let's just kind of work over here. This is Planetary Piano. This is a rhythm game. You do quap. And you just gotta play the song as it gets highlighted to you. You got like about 2 seconds to hit each note. And you just gotta go as long as you can. This is Lonely Gun. Lonely Gun, you have no crosshair. You gotta aim the gun and shoot the targets as quick as you can. You just gotta know exactly where you're aiming. Let's see how quick I can do this. Bam. And like in the bottom it shows you like what the pattern for the enemies is gonna be, by the way. So you're not completely blind, but the #1 person did this in 2.691 seconds. I'll probably have like 7 seconds here. Yeah. I do not have the reaction time or the ability to not look at or ability to shoot without a crosshair. That's the only gun. There's Tornado, where you just gotta select your power and send stuff flying. Like so. This looks different to me. Did the machine always look like this? This looks different for some reason. I can't figure out why. But either way, that's an easy one. That's an easy one to farm up tickets on. A lot of these aren't in yet. There's Whirl-a-Fish. You drop balls in. You hopefully hit it in the jackpot. If not, you just kind of get whatever it says you're going to get. There's Newton's Apples. We're going to drop apples in the containers. There's 50 apples. If you get all 50 in, you hit the jackpot, basically. So that one's very simple. There's Meteoroid Mania. You get a ball that goes around. You drop it. Hopefully you go through the bonus, and you try and get the best possible score. There's my personal favorite, Stack 'em, where you gotta keep stopping the squares in line with each other, and if you're ever off, you lose the ability to line up certain squares. So we'll play a full round of this. I mean, it's self-explanatory if you see it played here. Like, now we're down to 2 squares because I misaligned. And we go to level 2, and it just progressively gets faster, but the point values keep going up. Let's stack them. And I believe that covers everything in the arcade right now, I want to say. So yeah, the arcade has a lot of cool stuff in it, and when you're done, you can deposit your tickets at any of the ticket machines. And come back later. So that's the arcade. Alright. Now, let's go into... Let's go in the bowling alley. I'll do one quick frame. Here is the bowling alley. In the bowling alley, you actually have shops. You can buy bowling balls. They're very expensive, but they are here. And you also can customize and, like, choose the colors and stuff, if that applies to you. And, of course, you got leaderboards. You can pick any lane you want to go onto. We got 8 lanes here. And there's also a media player above every lane, so when you go bowling, you can hold Q, put music videos and stuff on as you bowl. Basic stuff. The bowling itself is kind of janky, but it works really well once you kind of get used to it. Alright. But let it load up. But it's easy. You gotta click like where you want to start bowling. You bring your arm back. You move the mouse forward. You can apply a spin with left click and right click. And just try to hit those pins, yo. Now you do that for the full 10 frames. So, that's bowling for you. You can kill a lot of time in it. There's a lot to learn. It's really fun and competitive with friends. You put some music on. You can kill a lot of time bowling in this game. There is laser tag. The problem with doing laser tag for a video is you can almost never get laser tag. If you see people playing laser tag in this game, you take the opportunity, you play laser tag. Takes 2 to start. It's really only starts getting fun with 8. I think I've probably put under an hour in laser tag in this game. And I've been playing this game for a while, and I constantly try and get it. Nobody's ever really playing it. Like, even in busy Plaza servers, it's tough to get. It is a 2-team team deathmatch game. You gotta shoot people with laser guns. If they get hit, they gotta go to health stations to revive themselves. They have 3 chances per round before they are completely eliminated. And I think it goes for 3 rounds, I want to say. And whoever has the most points at the end wins. So there's that. It's really fun. It's an FPS. Here is the casino, where a lot of people kill time. I've killed probably 50 hours in here. Casino, you bet your money that you win in the game by playing everything else to try and win more money. So you got video blackjack. I got 18. I'm gonna stand. Hey, look. I did good. Next game, what do we got? 14, hit me. Damn it. So you have video blackjack. You have video poker. Just standard 5-card poker. What do we got? We got double 9s, jacks. Hey look, I reached regular in the plaza. So Plaza XP works like every couple of minutes you're in the plaza, you get bonus XP. And you just saw an unlock happen, where now I own a miniature Ferris wheel for my condo. You can play video poker here if you want to. Every machine has its own individual jackpot, so you can kind of see what's going to pay out the most before you sit down on it. You have ante-up Texas Hold'em. Here's my criticism of their Texas Hold'em with it only being ante. I don't like that. I would much rather if they made this big blind, small blind. But it is what you have. What do we go? We have 200 table. What was this? 2,500. 1,000. Was this 5,000? No, 2,000. Okay. So you got that. You have the slot machines. The slot machines, Wheel of Money is the hardest one to get a payout on, so it has a shared jackpot. Like, this one can take forever to pay out. But it's a slot machine. You have, like, all your payout tables off to the side. You got Grand Quest. This one pays out the earliest and the most frequently. This one usually pays out before it even hits 1,000 jackpot. And to get the jackpot, you gotta take the dragon down to 0 HP by hitting action tokens. We'll do like 3 quick spins, see if I get like an action. What do you know? I did. But when you get an action, you can go and see what's gonna happen. Here I got trip, which means I fall flat on my face. And nothing good happens to me. Game is busy. Let me leave Grand Quest, please. Don't you bug out on me now. It is very mad. Hold. I wonder if it's bugged. Last time I played Grand Quest, I couldn't leave the chair either. Sometimes it does happen like this, and like there's nothing you can really do. So you gotta kind of like disconnect, reconnect, and that's fine. Of course, it's gonna do it right as I'm like almost done though. Showing off like what's up in the plaza, but that's okay. So one thing to keep in mind with this game is that it's still early access, so bugs like that are going to happen. If you ever get stuck, there's a you press K. It's a suicide button. You just respawn, like right back in the subway. So if you ever get stuck, just press K. It'll be fine. Unless you're already sitting like in a seat. Oh, here's one of the summer characters. This is the cool crab. You talk to him. I got a teleporter. Cool. That's what random character visits are. They have like little line of dialogue, and you get items off them. Yep, that was Grand Quest. Here is Triple Diamonds. It's a very basic slot machine. This one usually pays out pretty late. He's gonna get 3 diamonds to get the jackpot. But if you get the jackpot on this, you're pretty set. And Wheel of Money. It's when you ever get the action, you get to spin this big wheel up here, which can give you nothing, bonuses, respins, or the jackpot. I've never once hit the jackpot on that, but if you do, you are freaking loaded. You can spend units here to like spin one of these wheels for an item. You can see like their rarities and whatnot. This really is like mainly stuff you can just buy in other shops anyways. But sometimes it works out. Like I just got a piggy bank. Like cool. Here's Double or Nothing. You start. You bet if it's gonna fail you or not. If it doesn't fail you, you get to move on. If it fails you, you win nothing. It just takes your money. Like, I doubled it. Can I cash out? Sure. But I can also go for a 3x. So I will take my, I'll take my money. And now, if you jetpack up here, you got the High Roller Casino. This is also text totem with a 5,000 ante. So if you want to be a high roller, you play poker up here. It costs a lot of money. A lot. And that's the casino. It's super fun in there. Kill a lot of time just like watching Netflix and whatnot. And just chilling out. What else we got? Oh, we got the Game World Hub. We're not going to really look at this. But if you really want to, if you're playing like with friends and whatnot, you can just kind of queue up for like any of the major games in this. And then there's a bigger hub that you can kind of hop into if you want to. The Game World matchmaking server. I might as well show it. Because why not? It's here. I don't really suggest using any of this. Really. There's no point, but I mean, like, a lot of the stuff looks pretty. They put, like, a lot of detail in this. Which is great. And you're gonna get, like, a little bit of, like, an early flair here for some of the games we're about to play. So yeah, let's actually just disconnect from this. I believe I covered everything there is in the plaza as of right now, but they're always adding more. Let me make sure, though. Did I cover everything? I covered plaza, basic stuff. I covered all the shops. I covered the arcade, the casino, fishing, trivia, bowling. Couldn't show laser tag, typing derby, theater, mini... Yep, I covered it all. Cool. Now we're going to go into the game world. So what we just saw, like, were the mini games, like the minor stuff in Tower Unite. Here are the major things. So right now we have Mini Golf, Ball Race, Virus, Little Crusaders, Zombie Massacre, Accelerate. Let's see if anyone's playing Virus. Nobody is playing Virus, which is very unfortunate. If you go on my channel, you'll see a lot of tower videos. I guarantee you'll find a few videos of me playing Virus. Virus is like Call of Duty or Halo, like infected mode, where one person starts as a zombie, everyone else is human, and as a zombie attacks other people, they become zombies, and the round ends either after the time limit expires, or all the human players become zombies. It's a game of just growing pressure, like when one zombie turns to 2, then all of a sudden it's 5, and you gotta like fight all the other players, so you don't get infected. Little Crusaders, nobody's on this either right now. Little Crusaders is an asymmetrical game. I guarantee if you go through my channel, you'll also find Little Crusaders gameplay. One person is a dragon, the rest are knights. As a dragon, you have a big button on your back. And you gotta protect your button by doing tail whips and roaring and eating the knights. The knights have to find a way to sneak up on you, jump on your back, and push the button to take you out. I would love to show both these modes, but they require multiple people. Unlike everything else, I can do everything else solo. These are actually my 2 favorite modes in the game, but without players currently playing them at the moment. But I assure you, these lobbies do usually get... Virus usually gets players at some points. You'll usually find Virus at most times of the day, I think. And if you make a Virus lobby, give it like 3-4 minutes, people will join. Same thing for Crusaders, just to a lesser extent. But these 2 are super fun. Let's go down the list with everything else, and maybe if I have... Maybe, like, once I show everything else off, maybe, like, one of these 2 games will have players in it. But here's Mini Golf. Mini Golf you can play solo or with up to 16 people. All of these are full 18-hole courses. You got Island, Kingdom, Waterhole, Forest, Sweet Tooth, Treasure Cove, a Mission, Alpine, Altitude, and Garden. They all have their own very unique flavors, their own very unique looks to them. A lot of them have like different like little mechanics to the mini golf sort of formula. It's a very simple thing to play. Let's do a quick hole of Sweet Tooth. This is a candy themed one. It's also a really hard one. But it's just mini golf. You set up your ball and just kind of chill out and play this. A lot of the player base does play mini golf. I guarantee you if I go to mini golf matchmaking, we'll probably see at least like 5 or 6 servers of people just playing mini golf right now. But you just aim, you adjust your power by like bringing the arrow like wherever you gotta go. You click, and the ball goes. Simple, easy peasy. Just don't go out of bounds, and you'll be good. But you know, this is more of a demonstration. There we go. Sometimes you'll like some tomfoolery, like that blue wall moves up and down. Like every track has like their own little gimmicks, or like every kind of like course has like some of their own gimmicky sort of things going for it. You'll pick up on it really quick. And 18 holes. And games like this are like where you're going to get majority of your money. Like sure, I did very poor there. I went like 4 over par. But you know what? I still got 375 units for that alone. But yeah, every mini golf has 18 holes you can partake in. So there is that. Next up is Ball Race. Ball Race is basically Super Monkey Ball. People usually play Ball Race. There's only one server going here, but usually you can find a few going. You got a bunch of different tracks. They all have a differing amount of levels. In the top right-hand corner of the pictures here, it tells you what we got. Like, we got 12 here, 11 here, 14 here. And they all vary wildly in difficulty. Like, let's play on... What one's fun? What one can we show? I don't know. Let's do Galaxy. Galaxy is a very flashy one, a very easy one. We'll do like a quick level or 2. But it's basically Super Monkey Ball. There's watermelons you can collect for bonus units, but most people want to do these courses as quick as they can. People like speedrunning this. And I don't blame them. Like, it's really satisfying to get through these levels as quick as you can. And there we go, I upped my best score. Now I'm number 6,093 in the world on level 1. Because each level has its own individual ranking, which is super fun. So like there's always like people to compete against. Even if you're playing solo, you can always have goals. The only thing I wish you could do is like load up individual levels. Like if I really want to grind out level 2 of Galaxy, I wish I could. But you gotta play up to level 2. But this is basically what Ball Race is. And it is a delightful time. Alright. Let's go to this finish here. And move on. Great. That is Ball Race. Next one up we have is Zombie Massacre. Zombie Massacre is a 1 to 6 player. It's really made for co-op zombie game. It's not like Virus. This is a co-op zombie shooter, not like a competitive. We right now have 5 different maps. We got Night Yard, which is just Train Yard, but at night. It's the newest one. We got Village, Gasoline, and Compound. I'll bring us to Gasoline. This is really made for multiple players, but you can definitely do it solo. So what you're going to do is you're going to load in. And you're going to get a bunch of classes you can pick. You got Doctor, which is going to be Healer. You're not going to really want to use this, I don't think, in solo. You got Electrician, which lets you have turrets and zap people. You got the Journalist. I never played Journalist, so I can't really speak for it. There's the Mercenary, which has automatic weaponry and auto aim for you. There's Survivor, which actually gives you a big shield you can ram into people with and place down blades to hit people. And the Scientist, which has explosives and black holes that suck zombies into stuff. Let's do a Survivor for a little bit. Oh, and because we're probably not gonna do a full round because rounds take a while. But between rounds, when you got points, you can use it to level up things, like your starting health, or what weapon you start with, or your damage multiplier, or you can level up your special abilities for your class. So that is a thing to take note of. Each round takes 3 or 4 minutes, roughly. I think it's 3 minutes. Something like that. But you're going to spawn in. This is 6 days. First 5 days are going to be exactly what you're seeing here, and they just ramp up in difficulty. And then day 6 is a boss fight. The boss isn't really anything too scary. But it rounds out a really fun little time here. But you got a little bit of time to kind of wait for the zombie overlords to come. Let us wait. There we go. But yeah, you just kill zombies. They can drop weapons. I just picked up a double barrel shotgun. We have combo ability. So if I get kills really quick, which was notated by the yellow circle in my HUD a little bit ago, I got the combo ability. There it is there. So I kill enough people quick enough, I get my ramming shield on this class. And I can ram them like so. And then I also have another ability which comes up every minute or so where I can place down a blade trap where if zombies walk into that, they get completely decimated. Some weapons are better than others. Well, this is basically what Zombie Massacre is, and as the waves go on, you get more complicated enemies. You might get ones that take a lot of damage, ghosts that can kind of teleport, ones that kind of blow up, others that are just super tanky. So there's a lot of nice little enemy variety. And you're just gonna be doing this through rapidly increasingly difficult waves. Just killing zombies, having a good time. And with 6 people playing, even 3, I think even with 3 people this mode's really fun. Even 2 is fun. Solo, it can get a little bit lame pretty quick. But it's not bad for a few runs solo. You could do way worse for solo modes in this game. It's just not something I think you'd want to play a ton of solo. But I think you kind of get the point. It's just going to keep getting more and more difficult as the time expires. Screw it, let's do a full round. I'll show you the end game process. It's only 30 more seconds left. I'm in no rush. But here you go. As the round comes to a close, the helicopter is going to be incoming. That's going to be our escape. But we cannot escape until we eliminate everything on the map in a couple of seconds. So we got, what, 5 seconds left? 3 seconds? 2 seconds, 1 second. And now we got 17 zombies left, so let's take them out, huh? Got them. And then to finish up the day, we got 15 seconds to get to safety. And we're out. And it's going to give us our XP for the round, which is going to level us up, just for items, our condos and stuff. And badges and milestones. And then it's also going to give us our money, we got 2,700 or 2,200 there. And now we can kind of upgrade and be I want to have dual handguns. And I want to move faster. And I want to do more damage. A lot more damage. And then you can ready up and you're good. And that's what's going to happen. And you're going to do that until round 6, which would be the final one. So that is Zombie Massacre. Really fun mode. Anyone doing Virus yet? Nope. Anyone do Little Crusaders yet? Yes. Cool, we can show off Little Crusaders. Good thing I double checked, eh? I'm glad. But yes, here is Little Crusaders. Here is the dragon. The dragon has the big button on his back. As a knight, you gotta press it. I doubt I'll be able to get dragon, but we'll see if I get dragon next round. If not, I'm gonna dip after this round. But Little Crusaders is my most played mode in this game, and I love it. See, the dragon can roar. If he roars, you become exhausted. In the bottom left, you can see your stamina. If you run, you become exhausted. If you go into the dragon's roar, you become exhausted. So you really just gotta try and sneak up on him and press the button. He roared, so now I can't press the button, and I'm also exhausted. And now I'm stunned because he tail whipped me. But someone else got his button. So bada boom, realest dragon kill in the room. And yeah, that is how it goes in Little Crusaders. It's super fun. And there's a couple of different maps. Might as well show you like how many maps there are. There's Knights End by Sea. This one's kind of bad. This is Toy Room, the one we were just playing on. I think most people think it's the best one. Throne Room's a big open area. You got Market, which is like more of a closed off map. Like it's kind of like, it's a very linear feeling map. And there's Amphitheater, which is a very tiny map and very chaotic. But they're all pretty fun. Besides Knights End's like, ugh. Still no virus, still no virus. If I can't get virus here, the maps for that, there's 5. You get Solar, which is like a more like of a vertical map. It's like a space station vertical map. You got Subway. This one has like a lot of camping spots. It's very tough for the zombies, but it's one that a lot of people like playing. It's a Subway. Overtime, which is like an office building. It's a very tiny map, very chaotic. Hospital, I think it's self-explanatory. And Desertion, which is like an old western sort of town. They actually just recently upgraded the graphics of this. Wow, my voice just cracked. And the map itself looks so good now, which is why I was really hoping people be in Virus. It's like one of like their better looking maps right now. But I digress. And here is Accelerate. Accelerate right now, it just launched like 2 months ago maybe, and it's a kart racer. We're going to do it solo, which is just a time attack. But you got Sunrise Isles, Bed Zoom, and Pine Valley. Let's do Sunrise Isles. But yeah, it's a kart racer. It feels pretty good. Like, it controls well enough with keyboard and mouse. WAS to move, shift to drift, space to jump, then drift, and then left mouse click to use your item. And right mouse click to look behind you. Like, it's very simple. It's a little bit weird at first. Like, I think, like, the physics or, like, the turnings, like, always felt a little bit off in it. But it's fun. The video's probably gonna look like crap right now, because YouTube compression is terrible. So I know it's probably very blurry looking, but it's a very crisp looking mode. And the tracks themselves are like well designed and very fun. There's only a couple in it right now. So what's going to happen is there's 5 laps. When you do all 5 laps, the race ends, and then you go to the next track. So there are 2 Sunrise Isles. There's Sunrise Isles 1 and 2, and you race on both of them. Same thing for Bed Zoom. Pine Valley only has 1 track that you repeat twice. But they're adding a second Pine Valley track into the game soon, if I recall correctly, according to their Trello page. So right now we have like 3 Accelerate worlds, and I think there's like 2 more incoming. But yep, you can just time attack it like this, or you can race against other people. But it's a kart racer. If I was facing other people, I would get better items that can like attack people. In fact, let's see if anyone's playing this in public matchmaking right now. Let's see. Just waiting. I would if there was like an active going lobby, but there's not. But you know, you can get like your stuff like the shells, but it's actually like a bowling ball, and you can have just little items like that. Think Mario Kart, but with like Tower Unite kind of going for it. But those are all the currently available major game worlds, where you can spend a lot of time. Planet Panic used to be in the game, but they did remove it because they've been reworking it. But if it's anything like it used to be, it's going to be like a dogs versus cats and UFOs, playing like almost like a capture the flag. Or if you've ever played Egg Scramble in Fall Guys, it's basically that, but with 2 teams where you play as cats and dogs and UFOs. But I feel like they're really expanding upon it because they removed this like a year and a half ago. And then we also have Horror Hill, which is incoming. I forget what this is gonna be, and then Slaughter Day Night Live, which I also kind of forget what that's gonna be, but these two are incoming. There were descriptions for like what they were gonna be like on a wiki, but I forget what it was. I believe Horror Hill was gonna be almost like an asymmetrical sort of thing, but don't quote me on that. But they should be hopefully coming in pretty soon. But yeah, that's all the major game worlds. And of course, like I mentioned before, they all have like full achievements. So like you get achievements for getting like all the hole-in-ones on different courses. Like they give you like a lot of incentive to like keep playing. Like all the ball race courses like encourage you to get these 3 hidden melons. It's like they're like hidden watermelons that you gotta find like on each map. 3 of them. And then you're also encouraged to never die once and play through the entire courses, or play through them 30 times. Little Crusaders, like, encourage you to just keep playing, be good at Dragon, get max ranking each game, things like that. Virus encourages you not to die, or, like, take out a bunch of people, or find hidden objects on the map. Zombie Massacre really encourages you to use all the different classes to, like, their fullest ability, and play the campaigns time and time again. So, like, the achievements actually do play, like, a big role in, like, keeping this game fresh, because it gives you a monetary goal, and, like, a nice, like, little objective goal to keep yourself occupied and, like, vary up the gameplay. Now let's go into the last major part of Tower Unite for this video, which is condo. I'm going to go into my own condo right now. For my first ever tower video, I showed my house, but let's show my condo. Which actually I think was in my video number 99, so, like, this is, like, nothing special. People that have ever watched this before. But remember those canvas items from DIY I showed earlier in the plaza? Well, here's what you can kind of do with them. You can kind of put your own custom images on. So, like, I found, like, I wanted a wrestling room in here. So I found, like, my total non-stop deletion image, and I was able to kind of, like, put the imager link up here, and it just kind of appears, and you can change the scale of it if you want to. You can make it brighter, darker, however you want to do it. And if you actually have a sprite sheet, you can actually make an animation on the wall. I haven't really messed around with that much, but yeah. Bunch of different, like, little things you can do. You can even, like, give it, like, custom frames if you want. So if you really want to, like, you can make it like a poster look. That screen looks actually really cool. I'm going to keep that. I think that fits really well for the total non-stop deletion look. I like that. Yeah, I wanted to, like, make a wrestling room, so I was able to do that. And then, like, I wanted to, like, put my pictures of my dog on the wall. I unfortunately lost him a couple of years ago, so, like, I wanted to immortalize him in my condo. Make me happy every time I come in here. And then, you know, look at the guardian penguin in the fridge. There's workshop things, like I mentioned before. So when you buy Steam Workshop items, you can kind of, like, be like, I want an arcade machine. So I found, like, a Marvel vs. Capcom. Or I can kind of come down here to my inventory. And let's see. What do we got? Let's see if I can just find workshop. Cross all. Yep, here we go. Let's get some workshop furniture going. So you can kind of put down, like, a workshop here. Oops. And you can edit it, and I can bring up, like, a workshop item I want. For instance, what if I really wanted... I don't know. You know what? I really, really do enjoy... I don't know. You know what? I really do enjoy Devil May Cry 3. Let's get our Devil May Cry 3 case going. Bam! And through the power of the workshop, even though it kind of went into the ground... By the way, there is a lot of options here. Yeah, I'm kind of locked in. There we go. To, like, kind of move it around, but, like, hey, here's my Devil May Cry 3 case, and I can kind of, like, place it wherever I want. There we go. No, I don't actually want that, so I put it back. But that's how, like, workshop items look. I probably picked the worst possible item because it was so tiny, but you get the point. Or you can make, like, an old-timey sort of room. Like, I want, like, an old-school kind of, like, horror room that kind of, like, gives that vibe, right? Like, I can turn off, like, the lights. And I have, like, an old-ass, like, little TV here that's just kind of perfect for, like, the vibe I'm going with. So you have, like, a lot of, like, flexibility, really. Or, like, I made a Looney Tunes theater room so I can turn off the lights, turn on the projector if I really want to. And I can put on, like, Looney Tunes or, like, anything I really want. Is It's like I can just like add my own media. So we can put back on the You're Correct horse. Close the door. And you can have friends over and like you can just watch movies together. You know? And that's just like the beauty of the condos. Here's like my old like, little Nickelodeon room I made out of this. I have like a little anime room. Because why not? You know? Gonna let the weeb out. Or, you know what? You can kind of like go crazy. I can open up my glass ceiling here. And I can go into my hidden Futurama room. Because again, why not? You got like so much flexibility with the condos, like, and how you want to build it. You want a Patrick Star in the ocean? You got it. You want like a little Egg McMuffin you can kind of pick up and throw around? You know what? That's your right. It just disappeared. But you know, it's your right to do that. You can get like a basketball and like score some hoops. It's like I can go ahead and I can find my basketball here. And I can play some b-ball if I want to. It's not really a good spot because, you know, it's right next to the ocean. Right off the backboard, but I can do that. You also got tools to kind of build your condo pretty well. I haven't, like, really messed around a lot with them. But, like, if I wanted to, I could be like, I want the quick scaler. And I can make my items bigger, smaller. So we got that. Copycat. If I have, like, multiple of, like, the same items, I could just, like, duplicate. I can quickly store items if I want to. Here's the stasher. Back to my inventory, please. Bam! Just that easy. And targeter, I never figured out how to use that, but I know you can do cool stuff with it, but I can't really speak for it. And if you want to, like, put down items and, like, you want to, like, snap them together, they recently made it a lot easier. Kind of like snap stuff. So I can be like, I want snapping on. Bam. Easy snap. And you can just kind of like build your condo however you want. So, this is like the actual condo you get like when you first boot up the game. Like, this is free. This is what the condo everyone gets is. You get like a lot of area to mess around with. Like, I even made like a little crab island down here and I put a Christmas tree up. Like, you get like a lot of room to work with. And this is the free one. But if you really want to, you can buy bigger condos. And also, now there's co-op condos, so you can build with friends if you want to. Like, that's all options. And you can also visit other players' condos. If you're a streamer or a YouTuber, this is not going to work. A lot of these are, like, 18 plus and have, like, hentai and stuff in them. But if, you know, you got the time to, like, visit some people, like, you can find people, like, watching movies together and things like that. Or, you know, you can look at porn. Like, if you want to watch porn, I mean, go for it. I mean, the tower's there for you. Or you can go to, like, the uploaded condos that people have put up. Like, these are all workshop condos. I've already shown one of these in a previous video. But I feel like for newer people, if you want to see, like, how powerful the condo creation is, let's go to SpongeBob's Bikini Bottom. Just to give people an idea of, like, what, like, talented people, like, in this creation suite can actually do. It's really cool. Like, really, really, really cool, like, what people are able to do. The question is, will my game crash? No, it will not. So these are built on a map called Smooth Dirt. Smooth Dirt is just a big, blank, open piece of dirt. And you can make it however you want. And this creator managed to just set up a perfect recreation of Bikini Bottom, full of teleporters, so you have, like, multiple buildings you can go into. And it's so cool how they did it. It's like they just have, like, the full feel of Bikini Bottom. Like, I mean, just look at this, right? Like, here's the Krusty Krab. I can go inside the Krusty Krab. I can talk to the NPCs. I can see, like, what Barnacle Man's up to. Or should I say Barnacle Boy? No, he's Barnacle Man because he's having his kid's meal. He's no longer Barnacle Boy. You know, like, this is just, like, insane. Like, how much you can do with, like, this creation tool. Like, if I really want to, I can go into SpongeBob's house. Like, it's so cool. Like, I love that so much. And just, I don't know, like, this is just, like, how great, like, the condo editor is. Like, this is just, like, one example of, like, what people have done. And, like, this is, like, not even, like, the coolest thing, you know? It's just, like, one of the cool things. And, like, that's just, it's so cool. Like, you were, like, you can be so creative. Like, with that condos. Like, just so creative. I'm gonna do one more look for virus. There's nothing here. There's nothing there. That's fine. So I couldn't really show virus, but I think I kind of covered everything that's, like, in Tower Unite. Like, if you're a new player, like, hopefully that kind of, like, gives you an idea of, like, what this game is. You just play, you earn money, you get items to, like, put on yourself, put in your condo, and just, like, enjoy. You know? Tower is a game I've been playing for years, and I just love it so much. To the point where I've made 100 videos on it. And, like, I know, like, I've made a video like this before for my first episode, but, like, again, like, so much has been added to this game, and I just kind of did not really cover this game and, like, do it, like, justice, I think. Like, I hope I did it, like, more justice this video. If not, that was, over an hour of rambling for nothing. But yeah, like, I highly suggest, like, checking out Tower Unite, playing it, enjoying it. There's so much to do in it. And, like, when you go, like, into a full server, like US East 1 has 45 players in it, like, the game just really comes alive. I'm very passionate about this game, as you can tell. Like, I think Pixeltail has done such a great job with it. I love it. I always suggest it to people to kind of, like, you know, kill time and just enjoy. There's just so much fun to be had. Just, like, hanging out or, like, actually playing games. It doesn't matter what you do. Is anyone even playing laser tag in this lobby? I wonder. Let's see. Maybe I'll get lucky. We get the rare laser tag game? Aw, man. Yeah, there's already people playing laser tag. We can't really view it. Can I, like, clip myself under? Damn. I wish I could, like, spectate. It's just a 1v1 happening. But they're in there. They're, I assure you. They are laser tagging in there. I was like, maybe I can, like, clip the camera under just to, like, see them. Just give you guys, like, an example of, like, what's going on. Because it is kind of instance in there. But yeah, when you have, like, people kind of, like, running around the plaza and stuff, though, it's really cool. Like, you can just kind of press tab and see, like, where people are. Lobbies, and the shops, and the casino. A lot of people. Let's go in the casino. You know what? Let's just get people in the casino together for a video. I was really hoping to, like, maybe get laser tag, but it's just not happening. But just, like, being able to kind of, like, come into, like, any area of this game, like, when the server's, like, nice and full. And just, like, seeing people hang out. And, like, play poker. Like, really, what other game are you gonna see this? Really, like, none of them. It's just, it's so cool. I love Tower Unite. And, like, hopefully that comes across on video, because let me tell you, Tower is just such a fun game. And, like, there's still more stuff I haven't even covered about this game. Like, there's a thing called Tower Express, where, like, if you can't get the shops working, or if you're in a condo and you completely forgot to buy an item, like, you can, like, get delivery to, like, to your condo. Like, hey, look, I wanted to, like, buy, like, the scary house for 900 credits. You can sign into Steam and just, like, have it automatically go into your Steam inventory. So, like, you don't have to, like, go back to the plaza and, like, buy stuff. You know? Like, there's just little things like that I probably missed out on in the video. But, like, there's just so much to this game, so many things to discover, so much stuff to have fun with. I barely scratched the surface, like, with the things you can do, like, all the different, like, mini golf holes, like, all the different courses of stuff to play, all the different variations in gameplay, like, within, like, Zombie Massacre, all the strategies of bowling, all the jackpots, and, like, how to get them, like, in the arcade, like, what all, like, the prizes are, like, what's upcoming in the game. There's so much stuff to this game, and I just love this game, and I hope other people are, like, able to kind of pick up this game and enjoy it and love it too, or come back to it. But yeah, we're going to call it there. So I just want to thank everyone for keeping me afloat for 100 full episodes of Tower Unite. Again, I know this is, like, more catered towards newer players, and, like, we have, like, a lot of veterans watching the series. But I really want to make a video that really does this game justice with, like, what it is, and, like, explains what this game is. And hopefully, like, a nice, clear, and cohesive manner. But that is probably going to be it, unless virus is going. Last shot. Nope. We could not get the virus laser tag in, but that's okay. Because again, I got a bunch of videos like with the virus if you need to check that out. But we're going to call it there. So I thank you all very much for watching this almost hour-and-a-half long video on what Tower Unite is. If you're still unsure of this game at this point, I don't know what to tell you. I think I covered a lot of stuff like pretty well here. If it looks like your kind of thing, it's probably going to be your kind of thing. If you looked at this and went, I will not like this, you probably won't like it. But personally to me, this is like one of the most fun games, like totally worth your money on Steam right now. So that's Tower Unite. Again, guys, thank you very much for watching. Here's to another 100 episodes of Tower. Y'all have a great day, and as always, toodles.